Que lo que mi gente, welcome back to another blazing video. Today we're gonna talk about Naruto and Sasuke. They just freshly got released on JP. I know that I'm a day or so late on it, but the thing is, I just feel like, let's get the information first. Let's see what they have. Let's see. Basically, I was swept up in the hype. I was, busy grinding pearls and shit to try to pull them. And I didn't get to make the video yesterday. Anyways, better late than never. We're gonna look at actually Sasuke first. I want to look at Sasuke first because I feel it's very important to look at him because he's a body type. He's one of the rarer elements in my opinion. Like, skill already is super stacked. Body's not a stacked skill, so I want to just talk for body first. So anyways, it's a 70 cost card. Range is mid. Okay, we're looking at 1,566 HP and 1,882 attack. The field skill is reduced chance of being immobilized by 25% to 30%. The body is reduced chance of being immobilized by 30%. Okay. Jutsu is 4 and 8 chakra, which is really good, specifically for things like Phantom Castle and PvP. So the first jutsu is a single target jutsu. It does a 5 times attack. Let's see, it says here deals 6.5 times attack instead if they are immobilized. So depending on like the status ailment they have, they get a little bit of a boost, kind of like Utakata. Now for the ultimate, is 10.7 times attacking body damage to one enemy, removes their barrier and knocks them back. Pretty nice. We're looking at the dupe abilities here, which are really nice, except for the second and fourth ability are trash, but the other ones are nice. So the first, second, and the first, third, and fifth ability are all reduced damage from skill enemies by 15%, making it a total of 45%. That's a really good damage reduction. And just for the hell of it, let's look at the PvP stats. Okay, it is 25,056 HP. Attack is 2,258, and then the speed is 192. Not really all that great. Then we're gonna look at the Blazing Awoken version. Okay. He's a mid-range, 1,322 HP, 1,596 attack. Field skill is still the same. It doesn't change, I guess. Then the jutsu is 4 times attacking body damage to all enemies in range and knocks them back. Then we're looking at ultimate, 12 times attack and body damage to one enemy, removes their barrier and perfect dodge and knocks them back. Okay, so essentially what ends up happening is they added this thing where essentially the characters have PvP specific jutsus, okay? And I'm gonna read those off to you guys right now. So in PvP, the Sasuke has 5.2 times attack and body damage to all enemies in range with a 60% chance to block their chakra recovery for 5 turns and knocks them back. That's pretty lethal, okay? This is very lethal on PvP. I don't know what they were thinking because they were talking about balancing the game out and stuff. I can already tell you this would be a big problem on PvP. Any whale that has multiple cards of this, it's gonna be just beating ass on PvP. So I really hope they fix that. Now PvP ultimate is 17 times attacking body damage to one enemy and removes their barrier and perfect dodge and knocks them back. Really good, okay? Now on PvP, are you gonna ever get the ultimate? Not likely, okay? Not likely. You would have to do a lot. The person that you're fighting, probably has to be really shitty for that. Now, for the PvP stats here, for the Blazing Awoken version, it's 27,762. The PvP attack is 2,554. And then the speed is actually not that bad, okay? Still not great, just not that bad. It's 204. Now, we're going to look really quickly at the dupe abilities. The dupe abilities are all basically just for PvP, in my opinion. Like, reduced chance of being sealed by 30%, boost speed by 30, by just 30, reduced chance of being immobilized by 30%, reduced chance of being sealed again. Then the last one is actually pretty nice, a 20% chance to erase chakra consumption of ultimate jutsu. Now, I don't think you're gonna need that unless you're playing PvE, which is basically raids and whatnot. Now, overall, I can already tell you this. I think my boy Kabuki already said this, but it seems like the meaning of these two cards is let's have a PvE version and then a PvP version. Okay, so the Blazing Awoken version seems to be the one that's meant for PvP. Okay, and then the reason why they have you be able to switch back and forth between the two transformations is essentially for that. But I find that to be a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Why not just make two different cards, and then, you know, I can just put different cards on my team. Anyways, we're gonna then move on to Naruto, because Naruto is the other card that came out, and he's a skill unit, so I wanted to leave him for last. Okay, after I'm done talking about Naruto, I'll give you guys my opinion on the update and the whole thing with PvP. So Naruto, as his 6-star version, is a short range with 2,216 HP. Attack is 1,808. Field skill boosts attack by 100 to 200. The body skill is 15% chance of dodge and attack, which is always nice. Jutsu, to all allies in range other than self, boosts their attack by 25% for 7 turns and restores 1 chakra. Okay, so his first jutsu is all about supporting the team, which I can get behind. It's a 5 chakra cost though, so, you know, it's not that bad either. I honestly feel like these characters would honestly have something like 6 and 12, but I'm glad they have 5 and 10. So for the ultimate, we're looking at a single target jutsu, 13 times attack, deals 14 times instead if they are body. Okay, so then we move on to the dupe abilities, which is the first one and third one is reduce damage from body enemies. Then the second one and fourth one is restore 100 HP per turn. Now on PvP, this translates into 200 HP per ability, right? So essentially you have 400 HP every turn on PvP, while on PvE it is 200 HP. Now the last one is pretty nice too, so pretty nice dupe ability. Ignore barriers, okay? Now we're gonna look at the PvP speed and whatnot for this. 35,456 HP. PvP attack is 2,712, and then the speed is 158. The speed is not that great in my opinion. Now we're gonna look at the Blazing Awakening version of the same card. We're looking at 1,958 HP, 1,752 attack, and I feel that that's really crappy because a short range should not have less than 2k attack. That's my personal opinion. You guys don't have to agree with it. That's just how I feel when it comes to short range units. Now for field skill, is boost attack by 100 to 200. The body skill and field skill don't seem to really change. The jutsus do though. The first jutsu is 5 chakra, 4.8 times attack in skill damage to one enemy and pulls them closer. Okay, so he has like an almighty pull kind of scenario there for the regular jutsu. Now for ultimate, 11.5 times attack and skill damage to one enemy, negates type disadvantage, okay, and knocks them back. That's pretty nice. That's gonna pack a heavy punch. Essentially this version is for PvP from what it looks like, okay? So if you look at the dupe abilities, restore 200 HP every turn. This is for PvE, and then it's 400 for PvP, which is nice. Damn, dude, wait. Jesus, look at the fourth dupe ability. Restore 400 more for PvP. So we're looking at a card that can restore 800 health every turn on PvP, and then 400 on, you know, on regular missions, PvE. So then the second dupe is, you know, boost speed by 30, which is trash in my opinion. That's a trash dupe ability. Reduce chance of being immobilized by 30%, and then the last one is also reduced chance of being immobilized by 30%. Now let me tell you guys right off the bat, it seems like when you feed dupes into the card, whenever you switch the character from the Blazing Awakening version to the 6-star version, you're basically gonna have the dupe abilities also transform into something else. So it really just depends on what kind of scenario do you need this card for and its abilities. Which I like the aspect of it. The thing that I'm having a problem here with is more about, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to have to essentially unawaken and then reawaken and then unawaken and then reawaken over and over again if you want to use these cards depending on the situation, right? As opposed to just leaving them as a 6-star or leaving them as just a Blazing Awakening. I feel like that's gonna be a big problem, and it's gonna really get annoying really quickly. Now we're gonna look at the PvP Jutsu, the PvP Ultimate, and then we'll call it a day and then talk about the stats for the PvP stuff. Now for the PvP Jutsu, 6.5 times attack to one enemy, 80% chance to block them from switching for 6 turns and pulls them closer. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what are they doing, man? What are they doing? Yo, block them from switching for 6 turns. Do you know how many turns? Yeah, obviously 6 turns. But on PvP, that shit is deadly, dude. That is deadly. 6 turns means an eternity in PvP. Now for the ultimate, is 18 times attack, negates type disadvantage and knocks them back. The ultimate's not that bad, but most likely you will never get the ultimate on PvP. HP 37,160, attack is 2,974, and the speed is pretty nice. It's 227. It's not amazing, you know, it's not over 300, but it's still nice. So let me tell you guys what I think about the units overall, okay? Let me just tell you guys right off the bat, I am a little disappointed that Blazing Awakening is not something that was given to all the old units, and instead it was like, okay, let's give it to the new units. I don't like that too much. Now for these units, they seem pretty deadly for PvP. Really, really deadly. I like the fact that, you know, the Dupe Abilities also change as you Blazing Awaken them, and it's essentially a brand new card. What they've done here is basically made one card have a duality where you can essentially use it depending on what you want it for. I like the idea, but like I said, it is gonna get really tiresome really quickly if you're gonna have to be awakening and unawakening the card over and over again. I feel like if you Blazing Awaken a character, they should let you just simply switch back and forth, which I'm assuming, I'm hoping that's the case, because I really haven't looked into it too much, but I'm hoping that that is the case, that you don't have to actually use materials to awaken them and unawaken them again. I really hope that's the case. If not, that shit is gonna get tiresome pretty quickly. Just looking at these jutsus, like for Naruto and Sasuke, they're pretty OP, okay? An 80% chance to block an opponent from switching for 6 turns. That's crazy, dude. And then Sasuke's is even crazier. Like, it blocks chakra recovery for 5 turns. So what I'm assuming here is that not only does it block the chakra that you get from just it, you know, it being your turn, because every time it's your turn you get 1 chakra bar, right? I'm assuming that it's just overall, meaning like if you get a chakra bottle, you're not gonna get chakra either, okay? I mean, it adds a different element to the PvP stuff, but Jesus, it's a little bit too powerful, in my opinion. It's a little bit too powerful. I think Shiny actually posted a picture on Twitter of somebody he fought that had 3 Sasukes. Do you imagine fighting 3 Sasukes that can block your chakra recovery? That is deadly, dude. That is very, very deadly. So I hope they fix that. I hope they actually, you know, put their best man on the work for that. And I don't know, bro. This shit needs some balancing. Overall, I like the cards. I think it adds a different dynamic to the game. It's just that it's kind of disappointed they didn't give it to the older units instead. But we have yet to see that. I'm hearing rumors that they might actually do that. It's just that they're kind of using this as introduction to the Blazing Awakening being implemented. So we'll have to see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what do you guys think about the cards. Who do you like the best? I personally don't have a preference. I could take either or because they're both really nice units. But let me know specifically which ones you guys want to pull the most. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.